What's up, everybody? I go by the name Klaccik Carpenta, and I'm a music producer and vocal cellist from Mississippi. And along with me is
Killer Krazie, K-I-L-L-E-R-K-R-A-Z-I-E, producer, rapper, whatever, flows.
whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
We met last year.
Right before last year.
Was it last? Yeah, it was before last year. Actually, we met when we moved to DC in 2015. Was it November? And he produced. Actually, he had just got into producing, and I was kind of just coming out of retirement. And we basically hooked up, started doing music together. We were neighbors, top and bottom,
Yeah.
and been networking ever since. He's from California. I've lived in California for a little bit, but looking forward to moving back to California actually, and he'll probably meet us over there hopefully.
Yeah, I'm gonna be back. I'm always in California, man. Always.
But Chris is the one that put me on to MPC, Renaissance, as far as it showed me how to transition from producing on the motif to producing using software, and that was always been one of my weaknesses with producing. So with me coming back into the industry, we kind of had a similar interest. It was something I could learn from him, with him being a beginner producer. That was something he could learn from me. So we became good friends, bounced ideas like he said, and here we are today still.
Yeah.
But Chris, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Like you said, we met in DC, was neighbors up and down. We had a rough meeting at first.
Yeah, it was
but
funny.
It's all good.
Positive energy cancels out the negative, so
Yeah, it did. Once we finally linked up together, we've been non-stop, together making music. Especially Klaccik has been doing his own thing. I feel like he's more advanced than me because he actually plays a live instrument. He plays the cello. Also, he's on the keyboard and he has the software now, so he has like the whole shebang, everything going for him.
Almost.
Yeah, but I mean, he's pretty good. It's on the come up. And more about me. It's just I've been producing like right before I met Klaccik. I'll say like a month or two. I was really rapping before then, and I was tired of buying beats from people. Like everybody had their beats on SoundCloud, and they wanted so much money for their beats. And I was actually paying for some of them. And I was just like, I get the file. The file be like not what was played on the website. So I was just like, I'm gonna start doing my own thing. Started off bought an MPD, then I bought an MPC, and then the rest is history now. How Klaccik.
So with me, I stopped playing or stopped being creative. I started producing around college. That's when I really got into it. And I had as far as a lot of creativity time right then during those years. So I kind of had a burnout once I stepped out into the real world trying to create and then working 9 to 5 at the same time. I kind of had a mental little blowout. And so I stopped playing cello for about 7 years. I kind of stopped producing a little bit. I stopped songwriting, and I couldn't really put out any music. I couldn't write anything just because I felt like it was for the club, or I couldn't. Around that time, I was doing more hip hop stuff, but I basically kind of stopped doing music. So when I met Killer Krazie, I was basically starting over again mentally with music. I knew what gap I needed to fill, which was this learning how to produce with software and mixing up my sounds or using more sounds and basically updating my instruments. So he taught me a lot about that and everything, and that's really what has pushed me to the next level when it comes to certain hip hop beats and other instruments as well. I mean, other certain types of tracks as well, but even with my motif stuff, it goes better with my cello stuff. So it kind of filled me in completely. Learning the MPC, still knowing my relationship with the motif, and then having the cello. As I grow with the cello, I'm only 3 years in, and it's still just the beginning. you know, for me. So my improvisation skills grow. I wasn't improvising before I stopped playing, so I've only been improvising about 3 years. So it's a beginning. It's a freshman type of feeling. You know, it's not like I'm looking at it like I'm completely starting over, you know, which I have, even financially. The move from Atlanta to Virginia was almost like a reset button. So I had to use it as that mentally, and started completely over as a musician as well. And 3 years in, is here we are. I got Consistent Self-Improvement, Volume 1, which is set to release any day now. Just waiting on the mastering. I've already released one producer album, which was Producer of the Year. You know, it's just something to give even other artists music to, whether they want to freestyle over or something like that. Excuse me, I'm burping. But just, to give something to listen to. So Consistent Self-Improvement Volume 1 is more of the cello and some of the old motif beats that I made like years ago. Some new stuff as well. But I got a lot of old beats that I haven't used. So right now is the time to really use up some of those beats, because before I started back playing the cello, I just had some old beats sitting around and I couldn't really use them up. I couldn't sell them because they were kind of old. Nobody really wanted to buy them, but I need to use them anyway. So it's like, why not just freestyle it over them with the cello and then put it out?
Sort of like a remix.
It's almost like the cover song before the original song for some of them, because I'm a vocal cellist. So I try to imitate the human voice when I'm playing. And that's kind of what this album is. It's more of me using my cello to sing. I have one vocal song on that album. It's the last song on the album, so I guess that's a spoiler. If you want to just go ahead and go to the last song on the album, that's fine. But I'm not even going to say the name of the song. But definitely check out the album. It will be released any day now. And I also have a yoga album that I have to work on. I've already completed Klaccik cello suites, and I basically have to, raise money for mixing and mastering. And I've gotten into dance hall music, so I'm gonna do a dance hall album, and I've already been set. So this chair is just going down, Lord. So I've already been set to put out an album, Tunnel Vision, and that's in anytime 2018. I said 2018 to give me some time to probably be January 2018. So there you have it, my bad.
Oh, no problem. And I feel like Klaccik is being real humble about his music and his selection right now, because I got an exclusive list myself. All of it is real good. I mean, no lies, it's real good music. Also, I mean, not even the talent with the cello and the software and the keyboard, but also as a vocalist, singing wise, it's nice.
Appreciate it.
Yes,
and
everything is real nice.
We also have a song that me and Krazie did together, Killer Krazie did together, on Tunnel Vision Volume 1. The single will come out with, this definitely be a single. It's already been recorded and everything, so everything is set there. We just need you to go and buy the album, support, because as independent artists and producers, it's a struggle these days because it's saturated and a lot of people don't want to pay for good music, and we know how it is because we're just as human as you are. We can't afford to pay for everybody else's music either. So we still ask, if you want good music, I guarantee you, my music is nothing like you've ever heard in your life. You've never heard a cello player like this. You've never heard a producer like this. You've never heard vocals like this. It's soul touching music. I don't record for nothing, so if I'm recording it, I enjoy it. Most likely you'll enjoy it. go buy the album.
And what I think about it's so nice about your music is it's like nothing that's out right now. It's just like its own lane, but it's real good music, and I feel like people to this day and time and like time beyond can feel the music. You know what I mean? Because
Appreciate that, man.
I feel like it's different. It's your own style, like you said, classic entertainment. It's like its own vibe. You know what I mean? So.
And that's what I focus on. You know, that's why I'm even doing different kinds of albums. You know, the producer album is more hip hop. Consistent self-improvement is just kind of just more creative than anything.
It's nice.
And you know, the classic cello suites is a cappella. You know, it's only cello stuff. There's no motif. You know, nothing too electronic. Maybe a little chest bump recorded, but that's about it. And yoga album is, of course, more for meditation and yoga. Dance hall is more upbeat. I enjoy doing the dance hall because it allows me to get back into the club without having to do trap music.
I feel it.
You know,
Yeah,
so
trap is oversaturated right now. It's oversaturated market.
I'm not the best. I'm not one. I don't feel like I'm one of the best at that. You know, so even though you got a lot of dudes out here to do some real good trap music.
They got the 808s down to a T,
Man,
and they got that.
And it's like it's something I just really don't want to compete with.
Also, speaking with your album, it's just the range of things you cover with your music as far as like, you know, you got like something that sounds like this was inspired by Bob Marley. Then, you know, like stuff you worked on before, you had like a Prince twist to it. Then you got your other stuff where, you know, you got your vibe to it, where it's like you can feel it comes from like a special place within your heart. So like, what inspires you when you make your music?
Of course, I could say, you know, just from where I'm from, Mississippi, soul-wise, you know, I feel like I do have a lot to carry when it comes to success and people that look up to you for your success. I played cello since I was 5. I've always been told that I'm gonna do something. And just basically ran into, I can't say some bumpy roads, enjoyed life, you know, really I learned to really what I want to be is rich, you know, so it's certain things that you have to learn when when you're trying to attract something like that from the universe and teach me how to be rich.
I understand.
You know, so I realized what I was asking for wasn't quite what everybody is cut out for, but I'm cut out for it. So I survived it. You know, leaving Mississippi with $400 and even, you know, sitting here right here today. It's like, yo,
And that goes to show, like, some people ain't willing to take the risk. Like, people don't know how hard it is to obtain everything. Like, I can tell by you, all the grind and effort you put into it, just seeing it personally, you know, just coming to your place, or, you know, when I was living below you, hearing the music at like 3 in the morning, like, man, he's still up. I need to get up and go do something. Like, I need to get, you know what I mean? So just like personally living under you, and then like, you know, seeing what you do personally. And like your story you said where you left Mississippi with like $400, it's like it's a grind that most people, I don't know if they know that, you know, that you gotta be willing to take it. And I feel like,
and that was going from Mississippi to Cali with $400.
Yeah. And, you know, the dollar traveled further in Mississippi than California, you know, and California, that dollar go by real fast.
So
yeah,
I survived. I'm grateful for it, but it's nothing different than from at home. It's, you know, it could be the same way in Mississippi, you know, but no, Mississippi is a different place, it's a different energy, you know, and I was always told I have to leave Mississippi at least to get my music to a bigger and major audience.
yeah.
So
I understand. That's true.
With that eating at you, like, man, I really want to get it, but I love my people. I don't want to leave, but shit, I need to leave in order to get my music. You know, it's that